Today I'll be doing a breakdown of my book cover for Echoes in the Parish, Volume 1. So when it comes to this book cover and all future book covers for this series, they'll all have this magazine style layout and elements. I always really like the scattered words, the photo shoot pictures, the creative title fonts, etc. So I use those elements and incorporated bits and pieces not only from the story, but the world the story takes place in to create this magazine style cover for my book. With the help of an artist, of course. Shout out iRoll Arts, you helped make this possible.
Next episode.
Speaking of scattered words and phrases, if you look here, you'll see the phrase mondu. In the language of the egos, this means gentle people, which is a specific parent or family of ego users in the series. Over here I put the word ego, which I just mentioned. Egos are the name of the spirits in this story. They once walked the land and did great and unique things, which is how they became egos in the first place after they passed away. And those who have the potential to become egos after death are known as ego candidates, and usually have great power, more than your average human. Next, you can see where it says Meteor Kingdom. That one's pretty simple. It's just the name of the kingdom the story takes place in. It also happens to loosely be based on the New Orleans area of Louisiana. And lastly, for the words, this section here, this series is a novella, so it's fast-paced and shorter than your normal novel. I also included the month I published the book, and here this symbol is the currency used in the world called notes. And as a way to pay homage to the Japanese anime influence, notes are the equivalent to yen. So this book is priced like a magazine would be in this world, which is about $2 USD. 300 notes. Now onto the main focus of the cover, the main character. I guess this character is singular because the one on the left is the main character Noir, and on the right is his younger self. If you've read at least the first 2 to 3 chapters of the book, you'll probably realize that I did this to show a contrast between how Noir once was to how he is now. I'd also like to mention the fact that the younger version has the charm his mother gave him around his neck, and the older one has just the string and the clasp it was attached to. It might seem like super subtle, but it's actually pretty important to the actual story. Next, we have the symbol they're sitting and standing on. This symbol belongs to the kingdom. It's on their flag and it has 5 points with a crescent moon shape encircled in the middle. Each point is one of the 5 parishes, and the crescent makes up the 6th parish, which is the capital of the kingdom. And lastly, now that I think to mention it, I don't know if anyone noticed, but they are on a giant photo shoot type green screen. As I said, every cover will be some form of photo shoot on a giant screen. I actually can't wait for y'all to see what I have in mind for the second volume cover. It's gonna be even cooler than this one, I promise. That's it for the breakdown of my book cover. I'll definitely make another video once the second volume releases. I'm about halfway done with the first draft of that, so if you're still watching, hope you enjoyed the bits and pieces of lore scattered throughout. And the artist did an amazing job bringing what I imagined to life. 10 out of 10, I do recommend.